These guys are from the UK, point blank. These guys are from the UK. They're not from the USA, so they don't share the same experiences as we do as Black Americans. While we may have some similarities on a Venn diagram from Blacks in the UK compared to Blacks in America, I would say that there's still some differences within it, right? And I think one of the main ones is the way that we perceive history. I think Black people in the UK don't perceive history through the eyes of slavery and oppression and racism and fighting for your rights. I do not believe that they perceive it that way compared to Black Americans. That's the way we perceive America. And also just the UK compared to America. The UK is not as patriotic, point blank to begin with, compared to the to America, right? Like we fight for whatever it is, whether it's people storming Capitol Hill, which if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. From people fighting for their rights and sit-ins, for LGBTQ plus protesting. So we're a country that fights for what we want and what we believe in. So we automatically, I feel like, have more of a political ideology and more of a awareness about politics and race and prejudice than a Black person from the UK. And so I think where Black women and Black people are being naive is expecting James and Fuhad from the Shxtsngigs podcast to understand all the nuance within that and then be able to act accordingly. Now, it doesn't make them any less wrong for not speaking up or saying nothing, but it does give us a view into where their upbringing is, what it was, and how it differs from ours. A lot of us wear our culture and what we've been through as a culture and a community on our shoulders and as a chip on our shoulders. And that's how we present within the world. I mean, America in general is more race-based, right? And I'm sure the UK is as well. But just our unique experience as Black Americans in the United States of America is completely different. So who's to say if there's a Black man up there, they might not say something different or act a different way or check him or whatever the case is, right? So I think while James and Fuhad, they should have said something, there's many reasons as to why they didn't. I don't think they should be killed for it. But I think the number one thing is they're just not from the USA, and they possibly could have just not cared. They could have just not seen it as racial as what they did. But they did eventually say something a little bit within the video about him having racial undertones. But again, the clip that went viral, it doesn't do him justice. But I don't think they should be killed for it. I just think it is what it is.